Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? We know it means more than just the temperature. And the people who invented modern air conditioning keep inventing new ways to make you comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For your heating and cooling needs, call Advanced Comfort Systems, Sheboygan's only Carrier factory authorized dealer.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? We know it means more than just the temperature. And the people who invented modern air conditioning keep inventing new ways to make you comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For your heating and cooling needs, call Advanced Comfort Systems, Sheboygan's only Carrier factory authorized dealer.
Let me tell you a story about a beer rooted in the heart of America, found in a community where a handshake is a sure contract. Brewed for those who found opportunity in challenge and hope in tomorrow. Raised by generations, willing to sip, share, risk, remember. This is a story bigger than beer. This is the story of the American spirit.
At Northwoods, we are a family. And like your family, our main concern is safety. As a leader in the cleaning and sanitation industry, we're doing our utmost to support and supply essential cleaning, sanitizing, and maintenance products to your family and business. And we're introducing new products, like our Cool Water Personal Hand Sanitizer with essential oils. Our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone affected by COVID-19. At Northwoods, we're protecting you through this pandemic and the next.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? We know it means more than just the temperature. And the people who invented modern air conditioning keep inventing new ways to make you comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For your heating and cooling needs, call Advanced Comfort Systems, Sheboygan's only Carrier factory authorized dealer.
Hello everybody and welcome to Sheboygan A's baseball at Wildwood Park. My name is Mike Martin. Joining me in the broadcast will be the intern Emma Lodings and Lucas Schulze. Emma's the intern. She's from Marquette University. Lucas, finishing your junior year over at Sheboygan Lutheran High.
Yep.
Congratulations on the good basketball season you guys had. Today, in our first game of the play ball tournament, it's going to be the Sheboygan A's against the Howards Grove River Dogs. This is a tournament format. The winner of this pod, which also includes the Manitowoc Bandits, will then play the winner of the other pod being played at Branch. It features the Branch Blaze, Appleton Legends, and the Kewaskum A's. That championship game between the two pods will happen around 5:30 this afternoon, early evening. Let's go through the starting lineup for Sheboygan. They'll be batting first, being the visitors. Gus Walker playing center field. Zach Keegan batting second, playing third base. Brady Zackerson batting third and playing right field. Jacob Neese batting fourth and playing first. Jimmy Jurgensen is back in the fold. He'll be DHing and hitting fifth. Batting sixth, Ian Mary and catching. Batting seventh, Jason Sims. Sims out in left field. Batting eighth, Riley Palmquist, the shortstop. And hitting ninth, Nick Herzog, another new guy. Nick is going to be at second base. Eric Schmitz will be the starting pitcher for Sheboygan. Defensively for the River Dogs, their starting pitcher is a familiar name to you Sheboygan North fans. It's Tyler Schesow. He's going to be pitching. Catching will be Nick Koenig. We have Zach Kane at first base. Marshall Albert over at second base. First pitch is in for a strike. Over at third base is Cooper Damrow. Shortstop is Eric Reineman. Chessow's second pitch is outside, even the count at 1-1. Schuler is in left field, that's Derek. In center field is Kyle Damrow. And batting ninth, we're going with Schrader in this one. Jack Schrader. Count on the leadoff hitter, Walker, is 1-2. Lucas, you had some interesting information on Tyler Walker about his batting average last year versus back in 22.
Yeah, Gus Walker really looking for a bounce back year this year. In 2022, he had 394 and won the MVP award. Last year, he only hit 219 as he strikes out swinging there. Really looking for a bounce back year from Gus.
Batting second for the Sheboygan A's is Zach Keegan. Keegan is from Frankfort, Illinois. Went to Lincoln Way East High School. His first year with the club. Attends Lakeland University. He's a bean counter, studying accounting. That pitch evens count at 1-1. No score. We're in the top of the first of this first game of the play ball tournament. Little different format than we're used to using. Games are 2-hour time limit. And like I mentioned earlier, the winner of the pod moves on to the championship game at about 5:30. There are some tie-breaking rules, but we won't get into that just yet. Foul tick right into the middle of the catcher, Koenig, and that's 2 strikeouts for Tyler Schesow. Brady Zackerson, the right fielder, is up next.
Zackerson was by one of the best hitters for Sheboygan A's last year. He hit 350 and led the team in home runs as well with 6. He ended up winning the MVP award as well.
Yeah, he was also the leading hitter. He got a couple awards in, like you mentioned, the leading hitter and then that most valuable player. Brady had quite a year. Waiting on deck is Jacob Neese. Jacob had a tough year last year. He was doing pretty good, and then he got injured and didn't play the rest of the season. There's a line drive through for a base hit.
Pick it up right where he left off for Brady's accuracy.
Got to keep an eye on Brady. He had 5 stolen bases, was only caught once last year. No, even though Jacob's season was cut short, he still had 197 at bats.
Did lead the team in at bats as well.
Yeah. Had 4 home runs on the season last year. Swings at that first pitch up in the zone for strike 1.
And definitely one of the best power bats in the Sheboygan A's lineup right now.
Brady over at first taking a conservative lead. Oh, itching off the bag. Didn't go on that pitch. Sheboygan, of course, coached by Tim Moyer. He's been at the helm for the last few years. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike to Jacob Neese. Neese hit 244 last year.
He's also tied for the team leading games played as well with 59.
Our umpires today, we have Peyton Kelling behind the plate and Doug Stemke on the bases. I'm sure those guys will switch around for the next game. Zackerson on the move, but Neese fouls that pitch off. Game 2 will not be live streamed. That's against, that'll be Howards Grove River Dogs against the Manitowoc Bandits. The third game being played today at 3 o'clock approximately. The Manitowoc Bandits against the Sheboygan A's. That game will be live streamed. Ball goes back to the screen and Brady trots down to second base. He's now in scoring position.
And you'd have to be imagining he's going on the next pitch as well with it being full count with 2 outs.
Lucas, I don't know if you can answer me this question, but will that second game be on the live stream?
I do not believe so, no.
Okay, so we are totally off the air for an hour or so, and then you're going to have to check back about 3 o'clock.
And hopefully at 5:30 as well.
And that pitch is outside for a ball. Sheboygan with 2 outs now has runners on first and second, and Jimmy Jurgensen is up.
Russell was going right through the inning, struck out the first 2 batters. Now he's got 2 men on and 2 outs.
Jimmy hit 279 last year with 12 doubles and 4 home runs. Zackerson will be running like the wind. There's another hit. First pitch is down for ball 1. This is Jimmy's 6th season with Sheboygan. He's from Cedarburg. Just graduated from Concordia University, Wisconsin, with a Phi Ed degree. I was talking to him before the game. He's going to be a gym teacher in Racine.
Sounds very familiar.
Jimmy also attended, I believe it was his first year out of college, Grand Canyon University in Arizona. Jimmy, a big guy, a lot of power in that bat. A lot of familiar faces in the ballpark too, Lucas.
Yeah.
Two balls and no strikes. Let's see if Jimmy's swinging at this 2-0 pitch. He is, but ball ticked it right into the catcher's mitt. Nick Koenig is a catcher, and he's also a leadoff hitter. You don't see that very often.
Definitely not. Also, you don't see the center fielder batting ninth either much.
Jimmy takes that pitch low. 3 balls and 1 strike. A good fastball by Tyler Shesso, blew it right by Jimmy. 3-2, runners will be on the move. Extra base hit could score 2. Shesso comes set. Pitch is up and in. Bases are now loaded with 2 outs for Ian Mary.
Back-to-back walks for Stressel after he struck out the first 2 batters in the inning.
If I recall, when he was pitching for Sheboygan North, he had control issues with them. He was a good pitcher, but sometimes his control was questionable. Ian Mary up. Ian, again, a Sheboygan North grad. Had a real fine year last year. Breaking pitch is in there for a strike. What did Ian hit last year?
Ian Mary hit .306 with 2 home runs in 26 games last year for the Sheboygan A's.
I remember you really came on strong at the end. There's a line drive past the third baseman into left field. 1 run is in. Here comes the throw to the plate, not in time. 2 runs are in. Zackerson scored and Neese scored from second base. Jimmy Jurgensen holds at second, and Ian Mary with a 2 RBI single.
Can't start a season any better with a 2-out single. Get you 2 runs bat in right off the bat.
That brings up Jason Sims. Jason, in his first year with Sheboygan, he's an outfielder. He's playing in left field this game. And courtesy runner coming out. They pulled a switch on us. Number 3 was supposed to be Ryan Rail. Blaine Bradford doing the courtesy running. Sims with his first at bat as a Sheboygan A. Takes the first pitch for a strike right down the middle.
Sims, like many of the Sheboygan A's, is from Marion University.
A little tapper towards third. Third baseman can't get it. It would have been a tough play.
I don't know if he gets him anyway, even if he makes the play. Sims is moving down the line.
Base hit. That brings up Riley Palmquist. Bases are loaded again. Jurgensen on at third. Bradford at second. And Sims on that little dribbler. It's on first. Riley Palmquist follows that pitch off. Evens the count at 1-1. Palmquist playing at shortstop today. Riley at 205 last year. He's looking to improve on that.
Get an easier RBI here if he takes 1 more ball.
They hear you better that way. Oh, high and tight. Ball 4, and another run is in for Sheboygan. Boy, what looked like a 1-2-3 inning for for Tyler Shesso has turned into a nightmare.
2 strikeouts right off the bat. You're thinking, oh, well, at most you maybe get a runner on. And now you look a couple minutes later, it's 3-0 A's with the bases loaded.
Nick Herzog, the number 9 hitter for Sheboygan, is up. Sheboygan has 3 runs in, and the bases still remain loaded, but there are 2 outs. Herzog is a Sheboygan kid. I think, didn't he go to Northville? Herzog played baseball for Sheboygan North, attends Carroll College. Not sure if Nick played baseball at Carroll or not. We don't have any information in that regard. Shessel's first pitch is down, and you can tell he's getting frustrated out there, Lucas.
Yeah, really fighting the command the past couple of bats.
A pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Got the call there. Looked a little bit outside, but Mr. Kelling called it a strike. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that ends the A's first, but good first inning, scoring 3 runs on 3 hits and 2 walks.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support programs like Boys and Girls Clubs and Girls Who Code that show kids they can dream anything and do even more.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? We know it means more than just the temperature. And the people who invented modern air conditioning keep inventing new ways to make you comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For your heating and cooling needs, call Advanced Comfort Systems, Sheboygan's only Carrier Factory authorized dealer.
Cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio.
Eric Schmitz will be starting the ball game for Sheboygan. There you see him warming up. Eric had an abbreviated season last year, getting hurt. He did make 5 starts, finished with a 3-1 record and an excellent 2.08 according to my sheet here, ERA. And he finished up with 26 innings pitched, only 8 walks, and struck out 26. So he's solid. It's 13th year, I believe, with, or is it 12th year, somewhere in there. But a lot of years with Sheboygan. He's a good one.
Never had an ERA over 2.5 in his 11 seasons with the Sheboygans.
You know what I'd say about him? He's a certain Hall of Famer for Sheboygan. Ball is popped foul by Nick Koenig. Defensively for Sheboygan, they have Schmitz pitching, Mary catching. Neese is at first, Herzog's at second, Keegan is at third, Palmquist is a shortstop. Line drive through for a base hit. Sims, the left fielder, will pick that up. Walker's in center and Zackerson over in right. Koenig with a good piece of hitting. It's on first base. Cooper Damerow, the River Dogs' third baseman, is up next.
not a guy that gives up a lot of hits either. He's 26 innings. He only gave up 20 hits last year.
Right. First pitch is popped up. Foul territory, but out of play. Be interesting to see if Koenig tries to steal a base, down 3 runs. Swing and a miss that time by Cooper Damrow. His brother Kyle plays center field. Pitch is up, makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's nobody out. We're in the bottom of the first. Sheboygan on top, 3-0. Started the game with 2 strikeouts and then proceeded to score 3 runs before Tyler Shesso got the number 9 hitter. And like you said, Lucas, he struck out the side, but he gave up 3 runs in between. Infield is back. Ball fouled off the plate. One of the tiebreaker rules is the number 1 tiebreaker is if, let's say, all 3 teams have 1-1, okay, which could happen. The lowest average runs allowed per inning pitched, which sounds pretty confusing. The key point is don't give the other team many runs and you got a good chance of winning that tiebreaker.
Or just win both games.
Yeah, well, I'm going through the tiebreakers in case it's a tie. Second tiebreaker is the highest average runs scored per inning at bat. And we'll leave that go for a while. The count is 3-2 to Cooper Damrow, the number 2 hitter in the River Dog lineup. Leadoff hitter Koenig is on at first base with a single to left. Line drive out to left field, and making the catch out there is Sims. We got 1 out. Game time temperature today was 64 degrees. Hey Bill, what time did the game start? A little late start on this game, 11:03. Beautiful sunny day out at the ballpark. Wind is gently blowing in. Make it a little harder for the hitters to hit one out. Eric Reineman, the shortstop, is up next. I believe Eric played high school baseball for Howard's Grove Tigers.
She gets his hometown.
Yep. Pitch comes in low. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Eric. Again, Koenig not taking a real big lead over at first base, playing it pretty conservative.
Yeah, don't want to get caught stealing down 3 runs this early.
Exactly. Ball is fouled off. One ball and 2 strikes. We have 1 out. We're in the bottom of the first inning. A pitch way upstairs. You don't see that very often from Schmitty.
Maybe he was hoping he'd chase that one.
2-2 pitch. Good job of hanging in there by Reineman.
Turn an 0-2 count to a really pretty decent at bat, fouling off, take a couple balls.
It's a gift. I remember pitching a game in Horicon years ago. Charlie Cometer was a catcher. Charlie didn't do a lot of catching, but he was catching that day. Very warm day. And I was on the mound. This one kid kept fouling pitches off. He had like 5 or 6 foul balls. Charlie finally told the kid, "We're coming in with a fastball." And he hit it. I don't remember if he got a hit or not, but Charlie told me after the game it was kind of funny. Reineman goes down swinging.
Gets frustrated.
Zach
after a
Kane.
while.
Huh?
Gets really frustrated after a while.
Oh, yeah. It moved along. I wound up getting the win in that game.
Hey.
Zach Kane is from originally from Plymouth. Was an excellent player for Plymouth Panthers. I know he played college ball, but I don't remember where he went. He actually played a game or two at Sheboygan right out of high school, but then he went to playing with the Plymouth Flames adult team. There's a sweet swing to the gap in right field. A little trouble in the outfield picking it up. Kane pulls into second with a stand-up double.
Great job backing up by Gus Walker there, preventing the run.
Yeah. Tyler Shesso is up next. Tyler, a big kid. Pitcher batting 5th. You don't see that very often. Koenig's on at 3rd. Kane on at 2nd with that sweet swing and double to right center field. Pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. A good fastball by Schmitty. Makes it 0-2. Howard's Grove 1 hit away from getting right back into it.
3-run homer or just even a single brings in 2 runs more than likely.
That pitch makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. There are 2 outs. Herzog with his feet on the grass at second base, way back. Swing and a miss by Shesso on a pitch up in the zone, but that ends the first inning, and after 1 full inning of play, Sheboygan on top, 3-0.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you don't just feed yourself or your family. You help support programs like Simply Give that feed our neighbors in need.
Thank you.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Wingism number 1, the Flavor Saver. Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 2, the Joker.
Then her dad walked in. Dude, we're done eating. Use a napkin.
Serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Why so serious?
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Back at Wildwood Park, Tyler Shesso finishing his warm-ups. Sheboygan sent all 9 batters up to the plate in the first inning, scoring 3 runs. So the second inning will start again with the leadoff hitter,
Same way
Gus
we
Walker.
started first.
You made a good point, Lucas, about Gus, because he was really a good hitter 2 years ago, and last year just struggled. And be nice to have a bounce back year for Walker.
What's nice about Gus Walker, though, he's one of the team leaders in walks, and it feels like every time he gets on base, he ends up at second with a steal.
Yeah, exactly. Pitch called a strike. Makes the count no balls and 2 strikes. Gus in a deep hole.
Big problem from 2022 to 2023 were the strikeout totals for Gus.
There's a high bouncer to third over the third baseman's head. Damrow, and Walker's on at first with an infield high chopping single. Cooper Damrow took a step in to take it, but the ball just bounced so high it went right over his head. And the shortstop, Reineman, had to go get it. Well, see if Walker's on the move early. Zach Keegan. Zach was a strikeout victim his first time up. Chesso blew the fastball by him there, and I don't know if you noticed, but Chesso did not lift his leg very high. You know, did a little slide step to get to the plate quicker, knowing Walker's a good base stealer.
Second time he's checked on him already.
Zach Kane, first baseman for Howards Grove. Walker on the move, pitches high for a ball, and Walker dives into second with a stolen base. His first stolen base of the year and Sheboygan's first stolen base.
Like we said earlier, he's 27 of 30 stealing bases last year, so this is nothing new for Gus.
Keegan with a 1-1 count. Falls it straight back. Dunkashane. Ball is pop foul. Out of play. Brady Zackerson chasing that ball down from his on-deck position. That one foul ball. That's what I was looking for. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Walker's on at second with a single and a stolen base. A good scoop by Koenig. Catcher, ball in the dirt.
Keegan can get on. He can get one of the best hitters in the lineup, Brady Zackerson, up. Big time RBI opportunity for him.
Walker, ball is hit to deep left. It's over the left fielder's head, and he falls down chasing it. Walker will score from second on this, running with the pitch, and pulling in at second with a double is Zach Keegan.
It looked like he had a beat on it originally, gonna run it down, and all of a sudden it must have just started carrying on him, and he diving chance was not able to be made.
Which is kind of interesting because I had mentioned earlier the wind seemed to be blowing in a little bit, but that ball carried. Brady Zackerson is up next. Brady singled his first time. The line drive past the third baseman. Ooh, healthy cut, but Chesso had the upper hand with that fastball. Popped to deep right, way back there, turning the right fielder around, but able to make the catch. Out in right field was Schrader. Looked like it was going to go for extra bases for a minute. And a good piece of base running, by the way. Keegan tagging up when he saw it was going to get caught and hustled to third So Sheboygan has a run in and a man on third with only one out. Jacob Niesup.
Just need that sacrifice opportunity with a man on third, less than 2 outs.
Jacob a little bit late, fouls it off. Jacob walked his first time and he scored. Ball is popped up behind home plate, and making the catch was Koenig. Did a good job of locating the ball and then making the fine one-handed catch. Jimmy Jurgensen up next. Jimmy also walked and scored back in the first inning.
This is already the 14th batter Strussel is going to face in the game, and we're not even through 2 innings yet.
Yeah, that's a lot. Be nice to get this runner in from third. Pitch is a bit outside for ball one. Jimmy with a good eye. He walked 18 times last year.
Second on the team in home runs as well with 4.
Home run totals were down a little bit last year.
He did have 8 in 2022.
Yeah. I don't mean just Jimmy, just generally speaking, the whole team didn't hit quite as many home runs. Won a lot of games, though. Finished 37 wins. Another good swing by Jimmy, but Chesso again with the upper hand. Evens the count at 2-2. Tyler's thrown a lot of pitches. Ball hit foul. Perched over at third is Zach Keegan. Curveball breaks outside, or stays outside rather, and that makes the count 3-2. Jimmy, a big, strong left-handed hitter, DHing today. And came up empty on that pitch, and that ends the inning, but not before the A's score another run after an inning and a half. It's 1-0, Sheboygan.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support organizations like Hope House Mission and New Hope Shelter that give people around here warmth, shelter, and care.
Me spells the great taste of Sheboygan.
What does it take to stay in business for 75 years? It's not only featuring USDA choice beef. It's not caring about every single one of our 30 varieties of bratwurst. Nope. After being family owned for 3 generations, we've learned it's about you. At Miesfeld's Market, we give back to the community and our customers always come first. Since 1941, we've been feeding our neighbors, so come by and see what we've got today. Wingism number 3, the Peter Heater.
Oh, so hot. Oh, so hot!
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 4, tea time.
What are you, having tea with the queen?
Hello.
Nice.
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Getting ready to start the bottom of the second inning with Sheboygan on top 4-0 will be Derek Schuler. Schuler playing out in left field. He got a little tricked by that double by Keegan. Took a step in, and all of a sudden the ball was over his head, and then he fell down chasing it down. Did a good job, though, of keeping Keegan at second base.
Yeah, it's really hard to recover when you take that first step in to get back.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And that's what made it interesting on the fly ball to right, because, again, the outfielder didn't get a good route, but was able to recover. Right down the heart of the plate, strike 3.
Schuler knew that one, too. He already started walking the dugout before the calls even made.
Schmitty with his third strikeout of the ball game. Marshall Albert, the second baseman, is up next. Marshall looks like he fits the profile for a traditional second baseman.
Yeah.
Kind of short.
Lanky, thin.
Ooh, swing and a miss.
What a start to the inning for Schmitz. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Hard to lay off the high, hard one.
Especially 0-2, you don't want to go down looking, so you're just going to swing at that one anyway.
Jack Schrader, the right fielder, is up next. He's the 8th hitter in the River Dog lineup.
Schmitz is just blowing it past everyone right now.
The press box crew today is Bill Wagner doing the PA. John Harris is our DJ. Ground ball to short. Palmquist up and across for out number 3. We'll have to finish the story on the crew when we get back. But after 2 complete innings, Sheboygan on top.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you shop for more than yourself. You help support sustainability in all our communities.
Thank you.
Today, tomorrow, and for years to come.
At Northwoods, we are a family. And like your family, our main concern is safety. As a leader in the cleaning and sanitation industry, we're doing our utmost to support and supply essential cleaning, sanitizing, and maintenance products to your family and business. And we're introducing new products, like our Cool Water Personal Hand Sanitizer with essential oils. Our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone affected by COVID-19. At Northwoods, we're protecting you through this pandemic and the next.
For the River Dogs. Leading off the top of the 3rd for Sheboygan will be Ian Mary. Mary had a big hit, getting a 2 RBI single.
Picked up right where he left off from last year. It hit 306 with 13 RBIs in only 26 games. So.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Ian is a real smart guy. I don't mean that sarcastically. Literally, he's a real good student. Good breaking pitch in for a strike.
Majoring in industrial engineering at UW Platteville.
Yeah, I told you he's a smart guy.
For sure is. Good baseball player, too.
Yes, he is. One pitch on the way. A good breaking pitch that time by Tyler Shesau. Nipping the outside corner, makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Another breaking pitch and another strikeout. 5th strikeout for Shesau in the ball game.
May have been struggling overall, but he's sure striking batters out.
Sims single up his first time up.
When Shessel's right with that breaking ball, that can be really hard to hit.
Yeah, and you know, in the first inning, he struggled with his breaking ball. He didn't hardly throw it, and wound up costing him. All ball makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. There's 1 out. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. It's a 2-hour time limit, or 7 innings, I believe.
Also, run rule after 5 innings, 10 runs.
Okay. A little ways to go for that, yeah. But can always hope, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. That didn't feel so good.
3-1 pitch, too. All you needed to take was the ball. Tackle in the back.
Riley Palmquist. He walked his first time. One thing I failed to mention about Jason Sims, that he did single his first time and also drove in a run with that hit. Sims was an outfielder. He's now on first base. You would think he's had pretty good speed. Might try to steal a base. Pitches into short right, racing over near the line and making a fine catch was the second baseman, Marshall Albert. Wow.
He had a ton of ground to cover, too, on that play.
Tough out for Riley. And Nick Herzog, number 9 hitter in the order, is up. Nick and Tyler Shesau, I believe, played together at North. Sheboygan North High School. Sims on at first. Pitch is outside. Kind of a wild throw by Koenig. Made Shesau have to stretch out to grab it. 2-0 is the count. Sims has not looked to run so far. It's a healthy cut by Nick, but he comes up empty.
When Shessel's had his command on point, he's been pretty darn good. But otherwise, you know, when he's been a little wild, sometimes makes mistakes when he's been hit around.
Another swing and a miss. Throw is out into center field. And trying to get the third will be Sims, and he'll make it. So give Sims a stolen base, and then an E2. That'd be an error on the catcher. And again, with 2 outs, Sheboygan has a runner at third base. 2-2 is the count. Call, strike 3, and that ends the top of the 3rd. After 2.5, Sheboygan still on top, 4-0.
me tell you a story about a beer rooted in the heart of America, found in a community where a handshake is a sure contract, brewed for those who found opportunity in challenge and hope in tomorrow. Raised by generations, willing to sip, share, risk, remember. This is a story bigger than beer. This is the story of the American spirit.
All right, guys, we got teriyaki, honey barbecue, and mild. Enjoy. All right, DOA wings, hottest on the menu.
You got a problem?
Kyle Damrow will lead off the bottom of the third for Howard's Grove River Dogs. Eric Schmidt still on the hill. He's not throwing a lot of pitches. It'll be interesting to see how long Tim Moyer goes with him.
Don't want to run him through the first game.
Yeah, Ryan Rail was scheduled to pitch second in this game, but we'll have to see what happens with that. Ryan saw limited action last year with Sheboygan, but when he was around, he did pretty good. And unfortunately, he may not be around very long this year either because of job commitments out of the area.
Schmitz went through a really quick inning last inning, 2 strikeouts and a quick ground out.
Yeah, that was good. Keep the pitch count down. Ball's fouled away. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Schmidt only allowed 6 earned runs last year. We mentioned about that low 2.08 ERA.
6 runs in 26 innings. Yeah, that's gonna pretty darn good.
Sheboygan really has a 3-headed monster when it comes to starting pitching with Jared Recolaitis and Brad Reinflesch and Schmidt. With them on the hill, you're almost guaranteed to be in the game.
Yeah, Reinflesch broke the strikeout record last year, 150 strikeouts as well.
Yeah, he and foul ball. He and Recolaitis were co-MVP pitchers for Sheboygan.
It's hard to choose between those two.
Yeah, that's why it was a tie. 2-2. Damrow trying to hang in there. It's a looping line drive to left center field, and Sims picks it up. And the number 9 hitter starts off with a base hit. Koenig started the game, or I shouldn't say the game, but the bottom of the first with a base hit. So he's 1 for 1. Oh, there he is. The rest of the press box crew. We mentioned Bill Wagner and John Harris. Lucas Schulze is our cameraman, announcer, and tech person. Emma Loadings is our announcer and intern. And I'm Mike Martin. I'm just kind of here. Ooh, why don't you do this one, Lucas? The 5K winners from this morning. You're a cross-country guy.
5K winners for the men's side was Nicholas Blowen with 17:21, And then the girls' side was Erin Schmidt with 2014.
Walker makes the easy grab out in center field to retire Koenig. That's one thing about Gus. He is an awesome center fielder.
And that's just what made him so special when he was hitting almost 400 too.
Yeah,
His
right.
defensive ability and matched with
Cooper Damerow flew out to left, is up next. Score is 4-0 Sheboygan. We're in the bottom of the third in the play ball tournament. Pop up in foul territory, ranging over with room and making the catch was Keegan.
They used to play in this play ball tournament, then they got about a week off. They don't play till the next Wednesday, May 29th.
Yeah. Do you know who they're playing next week in that game? Is that Sussex? Well, they play Sussex at home. Well, that's good. Another game to do. CJ should be back for that one. He's in Illinois with his son Hudson at a hockey tournament. There's a fly ball hit out to center field. Walker drifting over and makes a catch, and that's out number 3, and that's the end of the third for Howard's Grove. After 3 complete, Sheboygan remains on top, 4-0.
Less than 96 minutes. We thank you for your patience.
Sorry, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay, please hold.
Emma just took me to school. Said her name is Emma Loading. I'm sorry about that, Emma, really am. We try to get things right. Bill still has a perfect game going. I do not. But that's okay. First mistake of the year, Emma. Tyler Schessel still on the mound for the River Dogs. We are going to try something a little different this year. Whenever we did our quiz questions the last couple of years, it was almost always related to the Sheboygan A's. This time we're going to change course and go with baseball movies and literature questions. And our first question of the year: what is the name of the movie that has the characters pitcher Henry Wiggin and catcher Bruce Pearson? We'll give you that answer a little bit later if we remember. Otherwise, it'll be next game. Lucas, you're in charge, and Emma, you're in charge of reminding me to give an answer. Walker pops that one foul, makes the count 1-1. Gus hit a high chopper for a base hit and stole second his last time up and scored a run. That was the 4th run that Sheboygan had. Oh, right back. Shesso made a nice play and robs Gus of a base hit.
Gus is 3rd at bat in 4 innings.
Yeah, that's a lot. And you know the other thing, and we didn't talk about it too much, but Tyler's thrown a lot of pitches where, because of the walks, where Schmitty is not. You know, and that means he'll probably go a little longer.
Yeah, that's the goal. You don't want to have to use too much of the bullpen early on in this tournament, playing 3 games in a day possibly.
Yeah, exactly. Sheboygan has a game later today that they definitely will play. It's a matchup against the Manitowoc Bandits. That's scheduled to start around 3 o'clock. And if they finish, Sheboygan finishes first in the pod, they will play in the championship game, which is around 5:30. A little pop-up behind second, and drifting back and making the catch was Albert. Albert has shown great range.
Yeah, he had that one little pop-up in foul territory earlier that covered a ton of ground to get to. It'd be really helpful if Schessel could get a 3-up, 3-down inning here just to kind of save on the pitch count a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Brady Z is up. Brady is 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Takes that first pitch inside. Bouncing ball through the middle, hits the bag. Shortstop Reineman made an outstanding play on it. Hard throw to first, but not in time. Infield single for Brady.
Off the bat, it looked like for sure it was getting through the middle and up in the outfield.
Yeah,
but then
I agree with you there.
Hits off the base right in his glove and almost makes a great play.
Jacob Neese is up next. Brady had, I think we mentioned it earlier, had 5 stolen bases last year. He advanced to second on a wild pitch back in the first inning. Was not a stolen base.
Oh, well.
Another pitch back to the backstop. Koenig not able to get it, and Brady again advancing on a wild pitch.
Deja vu for Brady.
Jacob Neese with an opportunity to drive in a run.
Neese had 39 RBIs last year, so he's definitely used to this kind of situation.
He's a power guy, that's for sure. That pitch is outside, makes it 3-1. Our interns for this year are Annalise McMillan, Kaylee Kimball, Emma Loading, and Connor Call. Pitch is outside. Neese draws a walk. That'll bring up Jimmy Jurgensen. We do have a mascot this year. We haven't had a mascot in a couple of seasons. Carter Rosenthal is volunteering to do that. And he played a mascot at College of DuPage and Elmhurst University, plus some minor league baseball with the Chicago Dogs. So he's a good one. Got a good resume anyway.
Got some experience.
Jimmy with a swing and a miss.
Jurgensen had 2 men on in the second inning as well, but he struck out that.
Broke his bat on that. Jimmy not happy about breaking his bat. Jimmy is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored in the ball game. Playing the DH in this ball game. If he didn't have a second bat, you know, Lucas, he's got to borrow one of his teammates' bats, and they're all saying, "Oh no, there goes my bat too."
Don't break another one.
That's our first broken bat of the season. We'll have to jot that down.
First broken bat in the first game.
Breaking pitch is in for a call, strike 3, and that ends the top of the 4th for Sheboygan. We'll give you this trivia question answer in the bottom of the 4th.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support programs like Boys and Girls Clubs and Girls Who Code that show kids they can dream anything and do even more.
Carrier asks, what does comfort mean to you? We know it means more than just the temperature. And the people who invented modern air conditioning keep inventing new ways to make you comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For your heating and cooling needs, call Advanced Comfort Systems, Sheboygan's only Carrier factory authorized dealer.
Cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio.
Our trivia question was, what is the name of the movie that has the characters pitcher Henry Wiggin and catcher Bruce Pearson? That was from the movie Bang the Drum Slowly. Stay tuned because in the A's second game we'll have another trivia question for you based on baseball movies and literature. Zach Kane, with his sweet left-handed swing, doubled in the first. Put Koenig, who led off with a single, over at third, but Schmitty able to work out of it.
Yeah. Only been one base runner since Kane's hit.
Herzog with the steady play at second base. Throws out Kane, and that brings up Tyler Chesaw, the pitcher for Howards Grove.
Since Kane's hit in the first, hasn't been really anything that Schmitz has had to work through. Only that one base runner in the third inning.
Yeah, which was kind of interesting, the number 9 hitter.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day out here. You're sitting at home not doing much. Be a great opportunity to come out and enjoy the weather, get some of this fine ballpark fare they have here at Wildwood. And you know the best part, they could come over in front of the window here and say hi to us.
Yeah.
Good fastball by Schmitty, blew it right by Chesaw. One ball and 2 strikes.
Schmitz has been right on pace with his strikeouts. Last year he had 9 strikeouts per 9 innings, and this year, today he's got 4 strikeouts through through 3 1/3 innings. So
yeah,
right on pace.
Needs one this inning to keep on track, right?
Yeah.
Count is even at 2-2. Swing and a miss. Good pitch on the outside corner. And that brings up Derek Schuler. Lucas says thank you. Right on the outside corner, actually, for strike one to Schuler. Schuler was a strikeout victim, leading off the second.
Schuler was part of that 3-up, 3-down inning in the second inning, which took probably 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, right. That was a quick one. Called strike three, and another quick inning for Eric Schmitz. He's retired the last 6 hitters for Howards Grove, and we're going to enter the top of the 5th with Sheboygan leading 4-0.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you don't just feed yourself or your family. You help support programs like Simply Give that feed our neighbors in need.
Thank you.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Wingism number 1, the Flavor Saver. Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 2, the Joker.
Then our dad walked in. Dude, we're done eating. Use a napkin.
Serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Why so serious?
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Tyler Shessow remains on the mound for Howards Grove. Lucas, you got an announcement for us.
Yeah,
or some information. This was in the paper a while ago. But
Mark Herman, Sheboygan A's Fan of the Year, is in attendance today. He's sitting on the third base side right by the A's dugout. So one of the most knowledgeable A's fans. He's in attendance at the first game of the year.
That was a nice little, well, they had a nice write-up about all the winners at the banquet the A's had, and a nice little paragraph about Mark Herman. He's a regular here. The one guy we haven't heard from that's here almost every night is Eric Hasenstein. Hope everything's okay with Eric.
Maybe he's just waiting to come
Emma,
for the
this Eric Hasenstein has these little like phrases, key things that he says, and he actually made one of the phrases into a T-shirt. And I don't know if you saw, if you looked in the, but there might be some left in there. Hammer time across the front. That's one of Eric's key phrases. Mary follows that pitch back.
You always know when he's in attendance.
Yeah, exactly. And I'd hear him say something, Emma, and I'd say, "Oh, Eric's in the house." And CJ finally said, "Marty, he's at every game." I can stop saying that. 1-2 pitch. Oh, breaking pitch hangs up high. Tyler's had some innings where he's been pretty effective with the curveball. Two pitch coming up. Ian Mary takes that inside. Ian is 1 for 2 in the ball game. Had the big hit in the first. With 2 outs, he singled in 2 runs. And then Jason Sims followed that with a single to drive in a 3rd run. And not a good start for Howards Grove. A great start for Sheboygan. Ian Mary on at first base, and Blaine Bradford is going to be the courtesy runner again. Blaine did that back in the first.
Another walk for Schressow. It's his 6th walk already, and we're not even through 5 innings yet.
Yeah, wow, a lot of walks. Sims is up next. He's been on base twice. Whoa! Schressow makes a good throw. Bradford is picked off. He caught him leaning.
Sims got hit with a pitch last time. 3-1 count. Took one right in the back.
That's right. That's right. Gets hit by a pitch. I know when we started this ball game, Lucas, there weren't many fans in the stands. It's got a nice crowd out there now. Another pitch down low. Tyler wanted that pitch, but the umpire, Peyton Kelling, said no way. Fouled right into the mid of Koenig. Hey, Bill, who's our umpire evaluator today now that CJ's not here? Well, I mean, it's got to be from up here. One of us guys. Oh, another very close play, and that was a good throw by Tyler Schressow to Zach Kane.
He's got a really good pickoff move with her. He almost had him twice now.
Bill, would you take on those responsibilities of umpire evaluator? Bill says yes. And hey, all you do is talk down there. I got to manage these two helpers. Actually, it's Emma that's managing the boys. Another ball fouled out of play. Hanging in there, Jason Sims. He's got a 2-2 count. We're in the top of the 5th. Got about another 50 minutes, Bill. 40 minutes, is it? Got to be getting close. 44. Ball's up and in. Koenig on the slow throwdown to second. Probably didn't matter. Bradford had that base stolen.
Kind of surprising. You almost had him 3 times.
Yeah.
Pickup moves.
Time to get off of first,
yeah,
right?
I guess so.
Full count now to Jason Sims in his first year with Sheboygan. Oh, good fastball. Got him swinging. That brings up Riley Palmquist.
It's been a weird game for Schressow. He's got 8 strikeouts, but 6 walks.
Yeah, Riley Palmquist from Burlington, Wisconsin. Attended Burlington High School. Pitch is inside. Riley in his 3rd year with Sheboygan. He's at shortstop today. He also fills in at second base and third. All hit out of play. One and one is the count. There's one out. Bradford on at second. Another attempt at a breaking pitch, but Schressow just not snapping it off. Ball hit foul at home plate. Game 2 today, we mentioned that will not be live streamed, but that'll feature Howard's Grove against the Manitowoc Bandits. Bandits last year won the Shoreland League. Had a real nice season under Chris Kissler. I should get my sheet out. I actually printed something off about Manitowoc that I could share with our fans. I thought we were playing them the first game. Another ball hit foul. Chris Kissler's squad went 17-6 last season. Won the Shoreland League, defeating the Denmark Devil Bears. For the championship.
Shrestall seems really concerned with Rappert over there at seconds. He's looked back at least 4 times before he throws a pitch each time.
And you know, when you do that, you're not concentrating on the batter, you throw more pitches.
Yeah.
Another good fastball. Still got the velocity. I got him with 8 strikeouts. Alex Ames coming in to bat for Nick Herzog.
Herzog struck out twice already today. He's trying to, maybe start off with an RBI. First game of the year. First game as an A as well.
Another strike. Alex Ames is from Plymouth, Wisconsin, goes to Concordia University. Thank you for that. Plymouth used to have a pretty robust adult baseball program. They were called the Plymouth Flames. I'm not sure they're in operation anymore. Rick Meyer was held just about all the records. He and Butch Kane kind of headed that program, but I don't think that's in operation anymore. Slow ground ball, and Ames is out 4-3, and that ends the top of the 5th inning. Through 4.5, Sheboygan on top, 4-0.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you don't just feed yourself or your family. You help support programs like Simply Give that feed our neighbors in need.
Thank you.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Wingism number 1, the Flavor Saver. Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 2, the Joker.
Then her dad walked in. Dude, we're done eating. Use a napkin.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Why so serious?
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Marshall Albert, the fine second baseman for Howard's Grove, is going to lead it off. And you got another announcement for us, Lucas.
2 A's won the Bennett Becker and Jake Nipnice both received the Denny Moyer Sin Qua Non Award. last year. Jacob Neese hitting 4th today, and Bennett Becker is not in the starting lineup today, but will be down the line.
So those of you that don't understand sine qua non, it means without which not. So in other words, they're essential to running the program. And Denny made great choices with those two players. Bennett especially is an interesting story, Lucas, because he started off kind of back of the bench, not playing much. And last year, through about 2/3 of the season, he was a starter and a really good player. Worked his way up the ladder.
Also helps with Neese too. You know, he played almost every single game last year, so
yeah, till the end
always
he got
available.
Hurt. But let's see, Marshall Albert up. He's got a 2 balls and 1 strike count, and Schmitty, Eric Schmidt, still on the hill for Sheboygan. You know, maybe I'm wrong. I know when we look at the stats, Jacob had a lot of at-bats in it, but I thought he got hurt and maybe didn't play as much as he might have. But no, and you look at his totals for plate appearances, well over 200. And there's only like 1 or 2 guys ahead of him, so I was wrong on that account. And we have an unusual situation occurring here at Wildwood Park. It's a walk by Eric Schmitz.
A base runner. Only their second base runner since the 1st inning.
Ryan Rail on the mound. That's why there was a walk. Ryan Rail now pitching. We had talked earlier that Rail was supposed to pitch second. In this ball game, it was just a matter of how long they were going to let Schmitz go, and they let him go 4 solid innings. Ryan Rail from West Bend went to West Bend West. And did you know that West Bend East is right next door, literally?
I did not. It does not mean.
When you drive over to West Bend High Schools, they're both on the same piece of property. Exactly, same building.
I assume that's a pretty great
I think
rivalry.
what separates the 2 wings, Bill, might be the gym.
Assume they got a pretty good rivalry.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Jack Schrader is up to bat against Rail. 3-0 count. Comes in with a strike. Rail did not pitch a lot with Sheboygan. He appeared in 7 games, only went 7 1/3 innings. And in those 7 innings, he had 7 walks. So control has been a problem. 3-2 pitch. Broken bat, slow roller. Cutting in front is the third baseman.
Wow.
And he got him. What a play. Good play by the A's third baseman, Zach Keegan.
First game has got an RBI double and an amazing play at third. Bare hand, strike to first.
Good job by Rail, too, to come back with the 3-0 count to get the ground out. That brings up the number 9 hitter, Kyle Damrow. Kyle singled back in the 3rd inning. That was the last batter for Howards Grove to reach until the walk this inning.
Definitely gives Rail some confidence too, you know. If that runner gets on, you got 2 men on, no one out with the walk and an infield single.
The next Sheboygan A's home game will be on Wednesday, May 29th, when they play Sussex. It's an exhibition game here at Wildwood Park, starting at 7:30. Damrow out on strikes. That brings up Nick Koenig.
Only 4 base runners so far in the game for Howards Grove, and 2 of them were in the 1st inning.
Just checking, you know, what happens if you could play like 8 or 9 innings within 2 hours? The rule is 7-inning game within 2 hours. If you can't get it done in 2 innings, then it's shorter. Because the key element is time. Well, second pitch is down low, makes it 2-0. Good eye by Koenig. Nick is 1 for 2. Single to lead off the bottom of the first and was stranded at third. We gave a couple shutouts to our home plate, Peyton Kelling umpire. Mentioned Doug Stemke on the bases, doing a nice job out there. It's always nice to wear black and gray when it's warm out. What happened to the blue? 3-1. That would be a wild pitch. Wow. Now, you know, we may joke about it a little bit, but we're now at the number 2 hitter in the River Dog lineup, and the top part of the order, batting-wise, is very solid for the River Dogs, and putting a couple runners on base, not a good idea when you're getting to the meat of the order.
Definitely don't want to let it get to Kane either, who ripped that double in the gap.
Exactly, that's exactly what I was thinking about. Cooper Damrow up, he's hit the ball both times, but he's 0 for 2. Cooper flew out to left and fouled out to third, his last at bat. Short left field, but Sims is there and makes the catch. And that ends the 5th inning after 5 complete. Sheboygan 4, Howards Grove nothing.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support organizations like Hope House Mission and New Hope Shelter that give people around here warmth, shelter, and care.
Me spells the great taste of Sheboygan.
What does it take to stay in business for 75 years? It's not only featuring USDA choice beef. It's not caring about every single one of our 30 varieties of bratwurst. Nope. After being family owned for 3 generations, we've learned it's about you. At Miesfeld's Market, we give back to the community and our customers always come first. Since 1941, we've been feeding our neighbors, so come by and see what we've got today.
Wingism number 3, the Peter Heater.
Oh, so hot.
Oh, so hot!
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 4, tea time.
What are you, having tea with the queen? Hello. Nice.
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Back here at Wildwood Park, we're trying to figure out who the new pitcher is for Howards Grove. Denny calling out the numbers for the 50-50 raffle. $173 was the payout. A good sum for the first game of the season. For Sheboygan, they will send the top of the order up to lead off the 6th.
New pitcher that'll close the book on Stressau. Went 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 6 walks, and 9 strikeouts.
How many walks?
6.
6 and 9 strikeouts. Wow. Pat Damon on the mound. Damon, a big, tall, thin right-hander. The first batter he'll face is Gus Walker. Damon's first pitch is inside for a ball.
Gus 1 for 3 today with that high chopper with third baseman's head in the second.
Damon having trouble finding the strike zone on those first two pitches. See if Gus is going to be swinging at 2-0.
Yes.
I think that was a changeup, and Gus was fooled by that pitch. Good delivery by Damon. Waiting on deck is the number 2 hitter, Zach Keegan, who made probably the best play of the ball game on that slow roller to third. He was able to get the guy at first. Swing and a miss by Walker makes the count 3 balls and 2 strikes. We're in the top of the 6th. It's been a good one. Pretty fast mover. 4-0 Sheboygan. Eric Schmitz throwing a solid 6 innings. Pardon me, solid 4 innings. It's close. It's only off 2. And a call, strike 3. Gus didn't think so.
He's ready to walk into first base. Keegan was the one who brought Gus home in the second inning with that double. Kind of fooled the left field a little bit.
Schmitty went 4 innings, gave up 3 hits, no runs, no walks, and 6 Ks. There's a fly ball out to left field, is caught. That retires Keegan. 2 quick outs. Brady Zackerson up. Brady having a good day, 2 for 3. Ball up the middle, Reineman ranging over. Makes a nice play, and that ends the top of the 6th for Sheboygan. There was a quick one. And after 5.5, Sheboygan's still on top.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you shop for more than yourself. You help support sustainability in all our communities.
Thank you.
Today, tomorrow, and for years to come.
At Northwoods, we are a family. And like your family, our main concern is safety. As a leader in the cleaning and sanitation industry, we're doing our utmost to support and supply essential cleaning, sanitizing, and maintenance products to your family and business. And we're introducing new products, like our Cool Water Personal Hand Sanitizer with essential oils. Our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone affected by COVID-19. At Northwoods, we're protecting you through this pandemic and the next.
Welcome back to Wildwood Park for the bottom of the 6th inning. Roll is still on the mound for the A's, going into his second inning of work after Schmitz pitched the first 4. Strike 1 swinging from Reineman.
Reinemann's looked pretty good at short. Couldn't get that one through. Let's see if Palmquist can get it. Nope. Low throw. Give Reineman a base hit. His first hit of the ball game. Zach Kane is up next. Trouble a brewing again. Getting that leadoff man on.
Especially with this guy, Zach Kane, at the plate.
Zach drills one out to center field. Not going to get even near the warning track. Catch is made by Walker. Nice quick out for Ryan Rail. Danon is up. Pat pitched a effective 1-2-3 6th inning, coming in for Tyler Chesso. Rail sets at the belt and delivers. In there for a strike on the inside corner, makes it 1-1. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Sheboygan on top. There is one out. You know, I think the key out was getting Zach Kane, because he looks like the best hitter on the team for them.
Definitely got a hold of that one, but just
it didn't really go anywhere.
Yeah.
Wild pitch allows Reineman to go to second.
A couple of wild pitches from Rail, but hasn't really. I mean, he gave up the runner to third last inning, but he got out of it. This inning gave up the leadoff hit, which never a way you want to start an inning.
Right, exactly. Three and one. Again, Ryan behind in the count, and boy, that one's not even close. Another wild pitch. And Danon reaches on the walk. Derek Schuler, who has struck out twice, is up. Courtesy runner, looks like Cooper Gussie. No, that's not Cooper. Rails pitch is inside. He's struggled. He walked 2 batters in the 5th. He's given up a hit and a walk in this inning. He's been in trouble. Ball is hit foul.
If you're Rail, I mean, this is the guy you want to face. Schuler struck out looking twice already today.
Yeah, exactly. Might be Jake Heim over at first, courtesy running. Well, another wild pitch and a run scores. Probably the worst part about that is Ryan didn't come down and cover home plate. If Ian picks that ball up right away, they might have a play on the runner at the plate.
I think if Rail comes and covers, they might not even send him from third.
Yeah, got to keep your composure. 2-1 is the count. Ball is fouled off the screen behind home plate. Kenny Nazy coming out to get that ball. Coaches first base. And sometimes he's the head coach if Tim can't make it. Line drive through the infield, a base hit. Sims comes up firing. Danan can only advance, or the courtesy runner, Hine, can only advance to third base. Marshall Albert is up. And we got timeout on the hill. Tim understands the situation. You know, it looked like all Sheboygan, but they only have 4 runs, and Schmitty was mowing them down. It looked like an easy win, but put a couple guys on, a couple big hits, and all of a sudden, that 4-run lead can evaporate pretty quick.
Just try to calm Rail down. You know, it's got a couple of those wild pitches that haven't been close to the zone, and you know, just a couple comforting words maybe will help him get back on track.
Marshall Albert up. First pitch to him is way high. We cannot see in the Sheboygan bullpen if they have anyone warming up. Need to get through this inning. Howards Grove is the home team. They have 1 inning left after this one, the 7th. 7-inning game or 2 hours.
Got about 15 minutes left of that 2-hour time limit.
There's a pitch that's in there for a strike, makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. Howards Grove has runners on first and third. Heim at third, and Schuler with his single at first. Pitch gets by Ian Mary, but that time Ryan got down to the plate in good shape. Runner on third had to hold. Now the lead run comes to the plate in Jack Schrader. Cooper Gussie coming in the ball game for Schrader and batting. Gussie, a former Sheboygan A's player.
Seems like the mound visit has not been very helpful to Rail so far.
Now the question comes, how long does Tim Moyer stick with him? You know, looks like he's got somebody warming up. Can't wait any longer, or much longer. 2 balls, no strikes. Ball is hit deep to left. Sims racing back. It's out of here, a home run. Cooper Gussie.
Well, that flips the game on its head, Marty.
A grand slam home run by Cooper Gussie. Wow, how things have changed.
Wow.
And we see everybody walking off the field. That was a game-winning home run. They're not going to play the 7th. Time limit must be up. Boy, would look like a win for Sheboygan. Turns into a walk-off loss by pinch hitter Cooper Gussie. Nailed one to deep left, and that makes Howards Grove a 5-4 winner. They hadn't done anything until this 6th inning.
It's just in shock. Going to this inning, you're like, oh, okay, 4-0 A's. You know, they've had control the whole entire game.
Yeah, exactly. Shows that when you have some runners on base, you want to get those runners home also. You know, not leave them stranded. They scored the 4 runs, but they had chances to put more on the board.
Definitely.
Alrighty, we are going to be off for a game. Next game, it'll be Howard's Grove against the Manitowoc Bandits. We'll be back around 3 o'clock when Sheboygan will take on the Bandits. And we look forward to bringing you that game. For my partners, Lucas and Emma, I'm Mike. Once more, Howard's Grove a walk-off winner, 5-4. We'll see you at 3.